Alright, this is tonight's homework help video for the Lesson 7 exit ticket. And let's read through here real quick just to see what all is going on with the problem we're working on today. One thing to think about is that we do see numbers. I see like a number here, there's a 3, and then I see a fraction next to it. And we haven't really talked a lot about what that means, but everything else on here we'll be able to do. And we'll talk about what this means so that we understand how to really use these numbers in the correct way. So the directions here say, scientists measure the growth of mice in inches. The scientists measure the length of the mice to the nearest 1/4 inch and record the measurements as shown below. So scientists are measuring the growth of mice. They're measuring how big mice are getting. And it says, in this case, they're measuring the length of the mice. As you can see, the title of this thing down here, our data chart. We've been working with the data charts the past couple days. This data chart says lengths of mice. So this must be 3 long. This mouse must be 3 long. This mouse must be 4 long. And when we're saying 3 long or 4 long, and we're wondering 3 what? How long is this? When we look up here, it says in inches. So this must be 3 inches. This must be 4 inches. Here must be 4.5 inches. This must be 3 3/4 inches. So these we haven't really. These are what's called a mixed number here. And a mixed number is where you have 2 different things. You have what's called a whole number. I have a 3 here, and then right next to it is 3/4. So let me go over to my sketchpad, and we'll kind of get used to what these numbers mean and how to use them. I'm going to use 3 3/4 for a second. And let's completely forget about this problem. Let's just pretend we're talking about pizzas. So let's pretend that I have 3 3/4 pizzas. What these numbers mean, when you see a mixed number means it's a mix between what's called a whole number, an entire number. Whole number, let me get my H there. A whole number, and then 3/4. We know this is a fraction. That's called a fraction. And a fraction is really just a part of something, a part of a whole number. So if we have 3 3/4 pizzas, we have 3 whole pizzas. 1, 2, 3. And then we also have 3/4 of a pizza, which is our fraction. So if we have 3/4 of a pizza, you know that bottom number means there's going to be 4 equal slices. And the 3 on top means we're going to use 3 of these slices here. So let's color in 3 that we're going to use. So if I have 3 3/4 pizzas, it's kind of like I have 3 whole pizzas. 1, 2, 3. Got 3 whole pizzas. And then I have 3/4 of a pizza. I almost have a whole pizza here, but I only have 3 out of the 4 slices. So all together, we bring these numbers together, and we write it as 3 3/4. So that's how these fractions work. But let's now think about these fractions using our problem, using our actual problem from our homework. So let me get out of my eraser. Actually, let me erase this first. Hold on 1 second. And let's look at our homework. Flipping over to our homework. What they want us to do is, we know this is how long each mouse is. So here's one mouse that was 3 inches long, one mouse was 4.5 inches, one mouse was 4 1/4, or you could say 4 1/4 is actually another way to say it. Here's 3 3/4 inches long, or 3 3/4. And let's look at, let's pick one of these numbers again to use. Let's do 4 1/4. We know that's how long a mouse is. This mouse is. So going over to my drawing pad here, I'm going to make kind of a fake ruler here real fast. And this is how we can find out if a mouse is 4 1/4 inches long. Let's see what that would look like on a ruler. let's pretend this is 1 inch. So from here, this little spot here, sorry, right here to here, that'll be 1 inch. Then the next spot over will be 2 inches, 3 inches, and 4 inches. And actually, let me do one more for 5. Okay, so I got 5 inches here. And on my ruler, if we're going to say a mouse is 4 1/4 inch long, or 4 1/4 inches long, again, this 4 is our whole number, so it's 4 whole inches long. And then another 1/4 of an inch, so that's our fraction. So if we said this mouse is going to be 4 full inches long, so I'm going to go from here to here is 1 inch. From here to here, that's 2 inches long. And I just know this because when I look down here, like when I'm going from 2 up to 3, I went up 1 inch. So far we've gone a total of 2 inches. This will be 3. That's 4 inches long. So I'm done with my whole number. And then here's the tricky part. We have 1/4 of an inch we have to show for also. Here is 4 inches, which we've done so far. And for 1/4 of an inch, it's kind of like, just like the pizzas where we made 4, this 4 on the bottom here. That 4 on the bottom we said was 4 slices, and we colored in 1 out of the 4 slices. Let's make 4 kind of slices in the ruler, so we have 4 equal spots. Now I drew only 3 lines here, but look at this. From the 4 to this first green line, that would be 1 space. And then from this green line to the next green line, that would be 2. Here would be 3. And here would be 4. So I did make 4 equal spaces by drawing those green lines. And since I've made my 4 equal spaces, it tells me just to count one of those. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to count 1. So over to right here. So altogether this would be 4 1/4, because I have my full 4, and then I've got my 1/4. 1 out of these 4 parts. I'm going to color in 1 out of these 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Got like mini parts there. And that is my mouse. Okay. So he's 4 1/4 inch long. And the reason we're going over this is because flipping back to our homework, they want us to take all these numbers and put them on our line plot. But here's the thing. They have to be we have to put all the numbers in order on the bottom here from least to greatest. So far all they give us is a 3, and then they give us a 3 3/4. We have to figure out what's going to go here, what's going to go here, and then in these spots too. So what we need to look at is how are we going to put numbers on this, how are we going to fill in the correct numbers on this line plot. So let me take a look here. Here's what we're going to do. At this point, if you guys will stop this video, I'm going to do a second video that will explain more about how we're going to set up our line plot, just because I only have 10 minutes per video, and we're getting close to that 10 minutes, so I don't want to get cut off while we start setting up our line plot together. So pause this video at this point, and you can go ahead and open up part 2.